Oakley's proud to support the broadcaster off the bar and proud to support Dunedin junior football.
Hello and welcome to Oakley's Off the Bar for the first episode of 2017. As always, I am your host, but this year we've got Tessa Nickel with us. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you, Hamish. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, we're down here at the Gardens as we're going to see Northern take on Grant Sprays in the 14th and 15th Division. So let's go meet the teams.
Hey, I'm Lucas and I play goalkeeper.
Hey, I'm Samuel and I play left wing.
Hi, I'm Bailey and I'm playing striker.
Hi, I'm Lachlan, I play right mid. And my name's Rory, I play centre mid.
I'm Ziggy, I play midfield. I'm Paris, I play up front.
My name's George Veer, I play striker.
My name's Oliver, I play left back.
I'm Finn, I play defence.
I'm Levi and I'm playing centre back. I'm Saul and I play left wing.
I'm Lorenzo and I'm playing centre mid.
I'm Grace and I play centre back. I'm Daniel, I'm playing right back. I'm Max and I'm playing centre mid.
I'm Leo and I play wing.
I'm Jago and I play left back.
I'm Jake and play right wing.
I'm Hugh and I usually play in the backs.
I'm Joe and I play striker.
Oakley's is a name that's become synonymous with bathroom excellence. For over 140 years, the team at Oakley's has provided the highest quality bathroom products, plumbing supplies, intelligent advice, and smart service. This commitment continues with Oakley's new era in showroom innovation, with new products such as the Orajet, the most advanced and invigorating shower experience ever. Come in and visit the team at 46 Timaru Street. Call us on 466-3600 or visit us online.
From rare to the recent, visit the legendary Hard to Find for your quality second-hand books, with the largest stock in New Zealand and a friendly book-loving atmosphere. For good prices, buying or selling, come visit 20 Dowling Street.
Kids, they're the funniest, liveliest people in the world. They need a great energy source, and here it is. Oat singles from Harroway's. There's a delicious choice of flavours for the whole family, including original oat singles for Dad. Oat singles from Harroway's.
Oakley's proud to support the broadcaster off the bar and proud to support Dunedin junior football.
And we're underway here at the Gardens. Braves with the ball early after Northern winning the toss. Set for an absolutely thrilling game here in the 14th and 15th Division. Now, as you can see with the numbers out there, Braves with the bare 11, no substitutions today. But Northern having to start the game with 10 as a boy is arriving late to the game. An early attack attempt down the wing there, but Braves run out of room.
Morning, Hamish.
Let's see how the throw-in goes. Oh, now that's a great throw, but finds young Max Davison there, and he loses possession, but they gain it back very quickly here.
Bray seem to be on the attack, coming down the right-hand wing, crosses the ball in.
Whips it into the mid. Oh, it's off the bar. It's an early one for the season. Oh, how good was that? Oh, perfect. That's better than a goal, I tell you. Now let's see the distance on this goalkeeper kick. Now he is kicking downhill, Tessa, so how much advantage will that give him here?
Oh, it's going to give him at least 120 metres of a advantage, especially with the wind going with him as well.
Oh, that's a fair old nudge.
Yeah, good nudge.
Finds his man, a bit of a handball.
Questionable handball,
yes,
yeah, there we are.
in great position there. Look at that, getting right into the drop zone there. Good arm signal. Not so sure about the finger point though. Now, free kick going uphill. What are we going to see here?
Well, they're going against the wind as well, so we might see a little bit of a curl back. No,
Ooh,
it's
great ball into the
locked
mixer.
it beautifully.
There it is! It's a goal! Big! Braves with an early goal. It's just a minute and a half in. Oh, what a goal! They had numbers in their test. There was no chance of them missing that. Keeper left out in no man's land.
All it takes is a cheeky toe poke, and we're away laughing. It's 1-0 here today at the Gardens.
Yes. 1-0. Northern on the back foot already. A man down and a goal down.
Grants Braves are pressing early, pressing with one. Oh, there we go. They've got the tight press in the middle. They seem to have won it, Hamish.
He goes out to the right-hand side. He looks to cut across. Northern getting men in behind it.
A little deflection there. Grants Braves are looking to push back, though.
Plays it out wide. I don't know if he'll be able to keep that in. Northern have kept it in, actually. Plays it back inside.
Oh, risky ball. Risky ball.
Now it's quite congested in there. Now, this right-hand side's getting a bit of a working early. Oh, I'm not so sure about that cross. Going straight out to the old club rooms there.
Gives the teams a chance to regroup there.
Now, the keeper will want to slow this one down, won't he? He'll want to just get the team to compose themselves. Braves are hot on attack.
Give them time to get set.
Yep.
He's looking to put one down the guts
Ooh,
again. Oh, no,
nice early short one. Tricks him.
Tricked me as well.
And he's played that one out. And Braves are going to get another throw here. Couple wee raindrops falling now as we speak. This may come into effect of the game.
Dunedin, probably one of the only places in the world where the sun is shining but the clouds are raining.
As always, Sean Oakley's off the bar. The temperature is low but the ratings are high, and we're bringing this to you every Saturday. A very awkward looking throw in there. There's a 2v1 in here. Tries to play the short ball in. Max Davison whips a ball into the mixer. Another possible goal coming up here. The time, it's a goal! And it's 2-0. They need the 11v11 situation because Braves are overloading it in that final third.
Could be in for a bit of a goal-scoring bonanza here today, Hamish. It could go...
But here on Oakley's off the bar, you know anything can happen. Northern are still in this. This is their home ground. They know how to play on this field.
Pushing forward on attack, but Grants Braves have the ball back again.
Yes. Trying to play it out from the back. Unsuccessful this time round. Whips a ball into the middle. Levi with the ball. Great composure on the ball there.
Dealt with that one really well.
Yes. Good communication amongst the Grants Braves team there. About
good chase back from Northern.
Ooh, stolen.
Could be another opportunity.
Long-range shot. He's hit that into the heavens. Keeper under that, into the old bread basket.
There we go. Punt out wide. Foul, we found a Northern man.
Good wee touch.
Looking to go forward, but potentially lacking numbers up front.
Yes. Drops the ball back.
Here we go, and Braves on the counter.
Yes.
But Northern have won it back.
Bit of composure on the ball, settling the game down. That's a great pull through.
Great ball.
But Braves, look at this. Happy to play it out for the back.
Braves dealt with it really nicely. Good play back from the defender straight back to the goalkeeper. And we're out wide on the counter again now.
Now, as you see to the team lineups before, the goalkeeper actually said he's usually a centre back. That's because their normal keeper is actually not here today. So I wouldn't be surprised if the keeper is actually playing quite high up and playing more as a centre back there, or sweeper role. And as we are talking, Braves, another beautiful attack here.
Ooh.
Just unable to find a man inside that 6-yard box, and I think they're going to win a corner here. Yep.
I think I'm going back to the goalkeeper though, Hamish. I guess in this day and age, you're looking for somebody that's going to be able to be that 11th man. So sometimes popping an outfielder into the nets is not a bad decision.
Just got to be handy with the hands, obviously, at some point.
Yes, very, very crucial part of goalkeeping, Hamish, indeed.
Now here we go. What are we going to see here? We're going to see a potential third goal here. Oh, that's a beautiful ball. What is hit his back?
Can he get something on it? Can he get a check?
Plays it back out. A wee chip in. Off the noggin.
Attempt still in there.
Northern with plenty of height in their team over the
managed to get rid of it. Northern seem to have it, but Bray's putting them under a lot of pressure in their defensive third there.
Plays it up. I'm loving the composure.
There's also a word starts with
Yeah, there's
C.
always a word. You guys know. But look how nice the players from Bray's here. Apart from that,
It's an
commentators
interesting ball
Here we
through.
go.
Very controversial.
Ooh. And the
keeper's done well there.
And it's going to be, what's he going to call here? I believe he's called a corner there. Tight one there.
This could be a chance for Northern to get one back.
Yeah. Now that ball's gone well and truly onto the road. That's the downside to the Gardens here, other than the downhill part of the
Downhill
field.
side, yep.
Is how close that road is. I've had a fair few shots in my time that's ended up down by the New World. Yes, it's going to be a corner here.
Be interesting to see what Northern does with it here.
It's a bit into the wind here. Downhill, what's he going to produce? Yes, it's got caught in the wind and it's gone straight for the goal kick. Any other field, any other place, possibly into the mixer there. Look at this early goal kicks on.
Good.
Northern not putting any press on there. Couple touches up the line, half turn. Plays inside. This is some beautiful football, isn't it?
Absolutely. You gotta give Grants Bay credit. They're working very well together as a unit, but it'll be interesting to see if they can keep this enthusiasm and intensity up for the full game.
The physical conditioning side of it's really got to play due here, especially playing uphill in the first half. Second half, they're going to be playing downhill. Will it be a mental aspect where they just think, oh, this is easy, we've got the game in the bag? Or Northern really press them and fight for it? Nobody likes losing in their home ground.
No, absolutely not.
Now look at this, hot on attack here.
Bray's looking to slot one away.
Again, the old onion bag's getting beaten today.
Slot one into the near post there. Great composure.
At this rate, I'm going to have to get my socks off and keep counting here. Now, good wee crowd here today. A lot of parents out here on this cold winter's morning. It's good to see them out here supporting their kids or family members. But Northern seem to be a bit jelly at the moment. Bit shaken up.
Bray's back on attack. Can he keep composed? Beautiful play out wide. There we go. Lots of space to turn into, but Northern's on the press again. They want it back. Well done. He's done well to keep that. He's done well to keep that.
Inside. Northern getting the man in behind it. And then going to get a throw there.
They've done well to keep him out there. He's looking really dangerous down that right-hand side.
They're looking dangerous down both sides. Bros are just looking dangerous in general, aren't they, Tess?
Very composed on the ball, Hamish. They don't seem to be rushing a lot. Especially, as you were saying, I think before the kick-off, they're quite a young side. Yes. So it's nice to see some young kids playing some mature football.
And he's just hit his own teammate right there. Give them the old bat on the back, didn't mean that, mate.
Just kidding, he says.
Get me back at training. Possibly control that next time. Now it's good to see also that Braves boy wearing a yellow undershirt there. You know, he knows the laws of the game, wearing the same coloured undershirt.
You know, there seems to be a lot of talk about uniform and whatnot this year, and I guess as a referee, Hamish, how do you sort of find the talk back from all the colours and things having to match?
I'll get back to that in a moment. Whoa! He's looked for the top pocket there, to no avail. I believe it's a good look for the game, you know. It's called a beautiful game for many reasons, but to actually look good on the field is a part of it, and it shows unity amongst the teams. It's just easier than if Braves were to be wearing white undershirts here, you know, you could potentially be saying, oh, you know, did that hit a Northern arm?
Yeah, exactly.
At the same time, do we have to be as pedantic about it? I don't believe so. It's a winter sport, you're going to be cold.
Absolutely.
But if possible, wear the right colours, eh? Support your team, you wear your team colours, your club colours.
It's a beautiful switch.
Yes.
Right through the gutser.
And look at that, and the wingers come in, so therefore there's no outlet out there though.
No.
And Braves, once again, getting the counter-attack, place the ball up the line.
They need numbers in there though.
The young man looking to complete his hat-trick over there. Having 2 on the board already. Wonder while he's over there if he finds any potatoes over there from years and years ago.
What do you mean by that, Hamish?
When the old, many a year ago, coming down the hill, a truck of potatoes, I believe, crashed into the gardens, and there was quite a few potato patches around here.
That is absolutely tragic. Were there any survivors, Hamish?
Yeah, the Irish survived it. They lived off the potatoes for a while, and they were fine.
Excellent. There'd be no potato famine there, my friend.
Now here we go. We're going to get another free kick here. Oh, look at early, quick one. Solon Levi in on this.
Will he be able to whip it in, though?
To the mix-up. But he can't keep it in. A nice wee connection over there. Cousins over there. Now they have a big name to live up to because they're actually the grandkids of Dave Martin Chambers, one of Dunedin's better footballers of years gone by. Former professional footballer.
It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot to live up to.
Got to live up to it. But so far, so good.
Absolutely. Look at that. Oh.
Look at that Northern winning ball.
Breaking out. Can they capitalise on this opportunity?
Now, if I was Northern, as you've seen here, they've now got the physical game going here. They've realised they've got a little bit of height over the majority of their Grants Brays side. Use it to the advantage.
Absolutely. I mean, in this case, I guess when you're 2-0 down, you've got to 3-0 down. You've really got to do anything to try and get back in the game. Yep. But still early stages.
Look at that for a pill. Takes him on as well, just like his granddaddy would. So they play the ball out, and he's in on them early. Northern's still playing with just the 10 men here. I reckon the if that boy is to arrive, he's going to get a bit of a rack up, I reckon, for turning up late.
Absolutely, I'd be on him like a flea on a dog, Hamish. A flea on a dog.
Ideal. Place the ball up the line. They're coming back into the middle. Northern seem to be struggling to get 2 or 3 passes together here. Relying on individual skill here.
Doesn't seem to be.
This. Wait a minute, will the keeper use his hands? No, big nudge out the field.
It's a big clearance,
and it's going to be the first hit of the van today. Just on the side here.
Keeper doing well to come out there. Gives Grants Brays to get numbers back and gives them time to get numbers back and behind.
Yes. Now the man bun just threw the ball in there.
There we go. Plenty of time for Grants Brays. That's a beautiful ball up the line. Can he control it though? Can he keep position?
Northern press him early. They're not wanting that ball up the line again.
Really crucial here for Northern to try and box them in as best they can at this point.
So they've committed 3 into here. So it's going to be a 3v3 situation. And Northern win it.
He's done well. Can they keep it though?
Yes. Look at this. Tempted to play it out there.
Northern doing well to keep it in their attacking half.
Yes. They'll definitely want to keep it in here. Really put pressure on that keeper. Unsure if they know it's actually not a normal keeper, so you've got to test the keeper.
Absolutely, he isn't actually. I've realised he actually hasn't had a chance to use his hands yet.
No. Be confident in his feet, which is awesome, as keepers should be.
But again, as I stated previously, it's very important, I guess, as a goalkeeper that you use your hands.
Yeah.
I guess that's one of the advantages of being the goalkeeper.
Hasn't had to use them yet, though.
No.
So what? Oh, here we go. Brays, 2v1 in here. Oh, and the ball over the top. I love it.
Well done.
Tries to do the wee flick on. Ziggy on the ball. Inside, outside of the feet. Confuses himself. Oh, what a turn, number 9.
Oh, they're away. They're breaking.
Switches it out wide. Oh, too much sugar on the Weetabix there.
Fantastic opportunity though for Northern. They're looking dangerous when they're on the attack and they've got their the ball when they get the right ball through.
And keeper, first time ball in hand, plays a beautiful ball to Max Davison. Out the middle, and look at this.
There it is. Can they capitalise? Well done.
When in doubt, kick it out, Northern.
Absolutely, it's a good rule of thumb to live by, Hamish.
Look at this now, Northern having to commit men back, but they still leave it tight front because they know they need a goal here.
We have seen Northern put some really good balls through, and it's just going to be trying to get somebody on the end of those for them to be able to capitalise. So we'll see what they can do here. It's a great ball. Got some speed up that line too.
Yes,
you do well to be keeping that.
Keep the pressure on him. Oh, he's done brilliant near the Grants Brays defender.
Brays have done well there.
Yep. So it turns on the ball. Plays out wide.
There we go, here comes an opportunity.
Running through the leaves.
Well done, good cut back.
With the left foot.
And he set
oh,
it.
nobody. Oh, here we
Here
go.
he is.
Ziggy on the ball. Number 8 has got to unleash a shot here. Oh, too much sugar on the Howard Oats this morning for that one. And he's sprinting for that one. That one's going on the road here.
That one's, yeah.
Oh, he's done well. He's got to it in time.
He'll be back this afternoon in time for some tea and crumpets.
Yep.
For the meantime, it gives the team a good opportunity just to reset. Ground feeling a wee bit jelly underfoot today, Hamish.
Yeah, they're a bit bamboozled by the early goals there by Braze. You know,
absolutely. I would. It's
here we go down the side here. Oh, I love it. Hard football. Ziggy getting back there. He's working really hard for Northern there today. Good shoulder to shoulder. Good muscle, both players. I love that form of football.
Fantastic. Nice to see a good form of friendly physicality in the game.
Yep. Guns Braze are very used to staying up this end of the field, aren't they?
Absolutely, they'll be getting used to it. They'll be making home, but they won't be wanting to make home of it in the second half, I can tell you that much.
Oh, definitely. Now, at this time, just a wee thank you out to all our sponsors to make this game happen here today. Bringing you Oakley's Off the Bar for 2017. Up and running again. So this year we're not only going to be covering the local junior scene, we're also going to be covering a couple senior games, including the women and the men. So make sure you stay tuned. We've got a couple games to promote throughout the year. And as always, Oakley's Off the Bar, must-watch TV here.
Northern looking dangerous.
Look at that. Grassbury's getting 5 men behind the ball there, and now they're on attack.
Straight down the guts.
Yep.
But Northern's doing well to keep that.
Yep.
But they've won it, and again, it's a bit of a...
Oh, the pull down the middle! How unselfish is that? Oh, great tackle. What a slide tackle. And we've got to get another corner here. And also, this season of Oakley's Off the Bar, we've got something new to present to you. We're going to be having a juggling competition. We're going to try and get a person from each team, each week, and compete in a juggling competition with an overall winner. We'll tell you the terms and conditions a little bit later, but trust me, it's going to be a good laugh. We'll get some guest appearances on by people and see what their juggling capabilities are.
I think I'm going with the juggling competition there, Hamish. I think it's really important that if whoever's competing in it, as long as they can beat you, I'm sure they're going to get on the tally.
And it's into the mixer there because it's not going to be hard to...
it's a hit and a half!
Why, God almighty. That was close. My juggling capabilities will not be shown on Southern TV and Oakley's Off the Bar. Because trust me, you could count it on one hand what I can do. And you won't need your thumb. Getting back to the action here, still 3-0. Ray's looking pretty dominant, but Northern having some nice wee attacks in here. We're 20 minutes in, 10 minutes I believe to go in this half.
I think if Northern are just able to string a few more passes together amongst themselves, they're going to be looking a lot more dangerous, Hamish.
Sure.
They're putting some good balls through,
yep.
But in terms of teamwork rather than individual skill, I think if they can focus on working as a team a little bit more and stringing a few more passes together, they're going to be looking really dangerous in that attacking third, especially going downhill in this first half. They've really got to utilise their advantage.
Especially, like you see a couple of their better attacks that they've strung the 2 or 3 passes together and they've created some gaps in the Braze defensive line in the midfield. So who knows? If Northern are to get a goal back here before the half, game on.
Absolutely. Could well be a game of 2 halves, my friend.
Yes. At the end of the day, football will be the winner on the day. Throw. That's a really good throw there. Nice distance on it. Oh, the ground sprays boy has tricked himself into that one.
Oh, he had for me fooled.
Well, that's not hard though, Tessa. And we're down the wing here by Northern. Tries to put it in the mixer, finds the shortest man on the field in the opposition team. I'm loving
Hamish,
this
if
playing
you're looking
back
for the shortest man on the field, they'll be kicking the ball over this way, my friend.
It's straight into the middle again there by Norman, and he has sliced that one just like your goal kicks there, Tessa. We'll see what the throw is. Now this fixture here, the Northern vs Grants Braes at the Gardens, holds a special wee place in my heart here, Tess.
Yes.
So when I made my Premier League debut as a referee in the middle, I actually refereed here at the Gardens at Northern versus Grants Braes in 2011. That day, 2-2 draw, a really good game. So when I seen that we were going to be doing this game, I was absolutely fizz for this one.
Oh, Northern looking dangerous here.
Here we go,
Hamish.
number 19 takes a shot, left foot. Has he tipped it? No, it's over the bar. Over the bar. The really average spin-off show from our show.
So this is a bit of a milestone here for you then, Hamish.
Yes.
Be a bit of a blast from the past, I guess. Going back to your Premier debut.
Yes.
How many cards did you hand out that day, Hamish?
That day there, I only handed out two. One to each team.
Wow, well, at least you were being fair.
Yeah, I know,
Good
right?
to see
Share
some
it around.
good to see some consistency.
Yep. Probably my lowest card count in history.
Yes, I think I'm just so surprised.
But it was a great game and good spirits. We had a bit more of a cricket pitch in the middle that day, but
how times have changed. It's good to see.
It's actually flattened out a bit. I think I helped with the flattening of it out.
Northern on the attack here now. Looking dangerous, but can he
Tries
keep
to
the ball? He's done well. He's got a bit of
He needs
space.
to lay it off. He's found Ziggy. Rolls it over top. Now look at this. How many touches are we having on the ball? But he's still maintained position.
He's
Great
done well.
pass. Can he get it to the mixer? He sure can. Outside of the boot there. Love it, Braes. Love it. Over by the leaves again.
I genuinely think Northern's opportunity is probably going to come from the old touch and hit.
Yep.
From just outside the box.
Oh, here we go. Possible coming back from an offside there. Referee's not too sure about that one. 19 trying to get onto his right foot there. Playing it back. So here we need to lay that ball off there, wouldn't you, Tess? There we go. He's finally got.
Northern really need to put it into the mixer.
Yeah.
There we go. There's the touch and hit, but Braes have done well.
Because Braes are committing men to the ball here. That's how they're winning most of the ball. And look at that. They forced Northern to play the ball out there.
Tell you what, though, what I'm really enjoying from Braes is I'm really enjoying watching their attacking press.
Yep.
They're pressing at the right times, and I'd really like to see the old statistics on this one because I think that they've won a lot of ball from their press.
Oh, there we go. He's kept that ball in. I
He's
love
done
it.
well.
Trying to keep the ball in. And as you say, football is a game of scoring goals. And to win games, you've got to score goals. And with that high press, they're committing numbers there and giving themselves some good goal-scoring opportunities.
Absolutely. There's been some fantastic goals, I guess, won from high press.
Yep.
So, it'd be quite nice to see one of those from today.
But with the Beer 11, it is physically demanding. You've got to go the full 60 minutes today doing this high press. Can you keep it up?
Absolutely. I guess that's the question that's will be answered by the end of the game, Hamish.
Max Davison, legs not long enough for that one. Slaps his own hand for that one. He's actually sporting some new boots today, that young Max Davison. He was telling me before the game. He got them for his 13th birthday. Just the other day. He's playing 2 grades up here today.
2 grades?
Yeah, so
wow.
with this being the 14th and 15th, so just turning 13, and he's playing against some 15-year-olds. You know that's a star for the future right there.
Absolutely. Fantastic opportunity for him to develop and...
But young soul on the ball as well there. Another
ball.
Many possible future stars here, because a lot of these boys do FTC. And you can clearly see that coming out here in their gameplay.
Absolutely. There's been some really good string of passes, and like I said, the press is something that I'm incredibly impressed with at the moment. So, they're working very, very well.
I'm loving also the central back here, Levi. Just dropping off, creating a great angle for his fullbacks to just be a nice, calm pass back.
Yep, absolutely.
And a big toe hack. How about that just by Northern? Couldn't miss that. Here we go.
You just never know, though. It could well be enough.
Yep.
Keeper
put that ball into the heavens
connected
here.
with that a wee bit more.
Yes.
But Braes have done well to deal with that.
We've got about 4 minutes left in this half. Can they possibly get a fourth?
That is a great ball through.
Even better defending though. Coming across,
Well
cutting
done.
the angle off.
He's
We're
done
gonna
well to
get
deal
another
with
corner
that.
here.
Brazen, no rush to get this ball in.
Uh,
Taking their time.
As you'll be able to see in the background there, the Northern club rooms there, great sporting facility. It's awesome because cold winter's day. I wish we were actually in there because you could still see the game, like through the windows there. But them windows have had a few hits of the footballs in their years, but
Yes.
they've withstood it.
Absolutely. Have there been any breakages?
Well, I think they've got that special glass, that just doesn't break. So
What's it called? Gorilla grass or something rather?
Gorilla glass, is it?
Gorilla glass.
Oh, glass. Oh,
Hey.
okay, that makes more sense. Off the noggin there. Can he drop it off? Max Davison
There's the hit.
hits it low and hard to no avail.
There we go
Chips
again.
it in.
It's not
Off
looking
the-
bad.
But once again to no avail there.
Perhaps they've got gorilla grass on the pitch today, Hamish.
Gorilla grass, is it?
Mm.
I don't know what to say to that one there, Tess. And the raindrops are coming down yet again here, even though the sun is shining.
It's a good flick on, but nobody home.
Plays that ball to his left back. Chips the ball down the middle. Keeper's off his line early. Well done.
Easy, well dealt. Good positioning.
Plays the ball out wide. Look at this. Bray's just 1 or 2 touch football at times. I'm absolutely loving it. 1, 2. Oh,
That's a great ball.
Yes. Here we go. Northern are getting players in behind it. Levi knew he was in an offside position there. Put the hands up, saying, hey, I'm not going to interfere here.
It's good though. Good sportsmanship.
Yep. And good knowledge of the laws of the game.
That's a very good run into the box there. He's done well to keep that.
Oh, and he's even produced a quality pass in there.
Brace keep it in now. He's done well.
And he's got to whip this one in.
Can he
Trying
find
to create a better
somebody?
angle.
Can he find someone though? No, all he can find is a Northern defender. But Northern are not quite out of the woods yet, Hamish.
No,
Brace
they're
is
not.
still lurking around the top of the box, looking dangerous. Oh, there we go though.
Max muscled off the ball there. That side's possibly coming in. Gone for a long range shot there. Don't know if he'll beat this keeper from long range. He's got some good movement inside them 6.
Absolutely. His positioning throughout the game, despite the goals, has been really good.
Yep. There's a reason he's wearing that captain's armband, isn't there?
Absolutely. You don't just get a captain's armband for nothing, my friend.
Referee's having a couple wee looks at the watch there. Bruce's head must be getting a bit chilly at the moment. There we go. Oh, beautiful passing here. As you can see, a few players were in the old tights today. There's that chill factor out here today.
Definitely is colder on the old colder side today.
Yes,
It's,
down the northeast. Oh, nutso hazelnuts.
Abracadabra, how'd he pull that one out the hat?
And here we go, straight into the middle, looking for his hat trick. No, very unselfish plays. Plays it out wide. Here we go, they're mucking around with it back there. There's plenty of calls to get that out. Oh, look at that, look. Just plays it to a nice space. He knows there's no Northern man there.
Plenty of time.
Yes. Oh, just running past him. Sides of his old granddaddy. Plays it up the line.
Dave Martin Chambers will be proud.
Yes. And he's actually a fan of the Oakleys off the bar. No doubt he'll be watching here tonight. So that running on the edge of the box. Ooh, gets past him there.
Northern have got the numbers.
Ooh.
Bray's getting back in behind the ball very quickly though.
Yes. But diving into a couple tackles here. But Northern haven't been able to capitalise on that yet. Now, we're just short of half time here. Now, make sure you stay tuned, as we'll have a wee half-time wrap-up of the first half, and then we'll be following with the second half, obviously.
Could well be a game of two halves today here, Hamish.
We do not know yet.
But we do not know.
With a 3-goal lead, you wonder if Braves will go into cruise control. I don't see it, because here we go. They've gone for another attack, and they're going to get another corner. Now, the opposite side there. I don't believe we've had a corner from that side from Braves yet today.
No, it'd be quite interesting to see what they can produce off that side as well. See if the balls are just as quality from the from the left-hand side as it was from the right.
Now, if there's a big run-up from the corner taker, you haven't actually got too much room over there. There's a bit of a guard in there, maybe the odd potato. It's
Probably just going to be old step and hit.
Yeah, the one-step corner.
Mm.
Now look at the numbers Brays have in here. Bit of height. Oh, it plays a short one. Very smart.
Very good decision.
Delivering not the greatest, but he has found his man. He's going to get a second. Yeah, there we go. Bit of height in it.
A bit more promising. Northern dealing with it though well though.
Yep. Plays a great ball down the line. Brays has got to get on that. They've got the bit of pace. Plays it back to the keeper. Don't you love the confidence to play to your keeper? Oh, he can't get that one in though.
Absolutely, really crucial, especially if you've got no options to turn.
Yep.
And the only option is either to play back to your keeper or to put it out.
As you said earlier on and alluded to, the day and age of the keeper just using their hands and just making saves is long gone. They are another key member of the team, as they always have been. Oh, a wee free kick there, and a very rare free kick in this game. That the keeper can actually play and produce passes.
Absolutely. It is potentially the goalkeeper has to have arguably the best footwork in the team, Hamish.
Yeah.
To be able to deal with those crucial pass backs because it only takes.
You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, one missed ball and.
Yep. Oh, he's tried to deliver that one. I
Could be
personally.
the touch and hit.
Here we
there
go.
it is. Oh, the keeper's done well.
Look at that.
Well done.
Gets the old flaps moving. Gets the old mitt to it. And he keeps it out of the onion bag.
Keeper has done really well to deal with that considering he hasn't had a lot to do.
Ziggy!
He's done well with that again. Good hands.
Who told me this isn't a keeper?
I don't think he's going to be a centre back anymore after today, Hamish.
Yes. This could be the new story of how on Oakley's Off the Bars the day that he became the #1 keeper.
Absolute superstar.
But some keepers have that story. Yourself, you used to be a striker, Tessa.
Absolutely, until I realised I can only run for 20 minutes and I'd have to be subbed.
Thought you'd get a bit of a rest at the goal to only realise you still have to work pretty hard down there.
Yeah, absolutely, but you know, that's life though, isn't it? It's a vicious circle.
But let's be honest, it's a quality move for yourself as you've gone on and played for the New Zealand under-20s and the New Zealand team.
Yeah, some would say the move had paid off.
Yes. Now, it looks like we're actually going a little bit longer in this half here today. We're possibly looking at 35-minute half, so I apologise for misleading you guys a little bit earlier on. This one's tight.
Referee's obviously enjoying the game a little bit too much.
The old sundial's not working, a bit of cloud cover.
Northern's
good
done well to
muscle
win that
there
one
by
back.
Northern.
Can he find a player though? Good.
Good early call for turn. They need a goal before
Now
the half.
this
They
is
need
looking
it.
a lot
One
more
more.
dangerous.
Here we go,
For the
number
spear.
19. Oh, big muscle. Oh, keeper's done well in there. That's probably Northern's best chance at goal today. Hey, and he's
But that's the exact play that I was just talking about before though, Hamish. If Northern can start stringing a few passes together, they're going to look a lot more dangerous around in that attacking third. They've got some really good individual players, and if they can just start working together,
sure can.
they're going to be looking a lot more dangerous on the old attack.
We're going to have to stay tuned for the second half. See if Northern can bring this one back. We'll see you after the break.
So Grant's Brace here with the upper hand at half-time at the Gardens. Hamish, what are your thoughts on the game so far?
Well, Grants Rose are looking pretty dominant there. Northern, they had some good attacks near the end of that first half, so this game could go either way. Anyway, we'll find out. Let's watch the second half.
Oakley's is a name that's become synonymous with bathroom excellence. For over 140 years, the team at Oakley's has provided the highest quality bathroom products, plumbing supplies, intelligent advice, and smart service. This commitment continues with Oakley's new era in showroom innovation, with new products such as the Aura Jet, the most advanced and invigorating shower experience ever. Come in and visit the team at 46 Timaru Street. Call us on 466 3600 or visit us online.
From rare to the recent, visit the legendary Hard to Find for your quality second-hand books. With the largest stock in New Zealand and a friendly book-loving atmosphere. For good prices, buying or selling, come visit 20 Dowling Street.
Kids, they're the funniest, liveliest people in the world and need a great energy source. And here it is, oat singles from Harroway's. There's a delicious choice of flavours for the whole family, including original oat singles for Dad. Oat singles from Harroway's.
Oakley's proud to support the broadcaster off the bar. And proud to support Dunedin junior football.
And we're underway in the second half here. Now, Grants Paray's coming off that 3-0 lead, and now they're playing downhill. Northern had a couple nice wee attacks near the end of their test, so I believe they could possibly get a goal here.
Absolutely. I mean, if they're able to string a few passes together amongst themselves, as I said in that last half, they're going to be looking particularly dangerous, Hamish. So it'll be interesting to see if they can pull a couple back out the bag and make this game interesting.
And there's a bit more sunshine here, so we're added pressure to the Grants Paray's keeper. He's actually
Muscled
looking into the sun.
It's good start from Northern there, putting them under the pressure.
That's the name of it.
Teams just regrouping from that goal kick.
Just taking that early pressure and just take the time for the goal kick. Now, we change the goal kick taker. The keeper not actually taking them.
It's all right though. He's
Leaving it to Levi.
Put a good ball into the pocket there, and Grant
Oh,
sprays
plays
away.
it through the middle.
There it is. He's done. Doing
Plays
well
it to the
put
keeper.
pressure on.
Now, people at home, he can't use his hands. He has to kick this. Plays the ball out. Now, as a keeper, do you ever find that quite difficult there, Tess, when your teammates played it back to you and you just really want to use your hands to pick it up, but obviously you can't?
Oh, absolutely. I have, in my first year of goalkeeping, didn't even realise that a pass back was a rule. And I have gone and picked it up, and I think it was Mark Curry, we were playing against University, pinged me for it.
Jeez, Mark.
So, you know.
Always a stickler for the rolls that Mark Curry is. Oh, short distance! Ooh. Yes, Mark Curry, he's actually been on Oakley's off the bar before. He's come along and done some commentating, and he was very critical of the referee, unlike myself.
A man of many hats, obviously being a referee and getting involved in television business. Good on him.
Yes.
It's good to have a few tricks of the trade there, Hamish.
Yes, we've had a couple of wee guest stars on here, but none such as yourself, Tess, who's coming round for the whole season there. So how's your first day on the job going for yourself?
Oh, I'm really enjoying it, but I can't feel my toes, Hamish.
Oh, that's because on Oakley's off the bar, the temperature is low, but the ratings are high. You've got to get used to that.
I'm sure I can make some adjustments. Oh, and the keeper's done.
Hey, how's that? Now,
oh, what's happened there?
Go back to Mark Curry. Last week, had he seen that, he would have called a dive and booked the player.
He would have booked a dive for the goalkeeper, you say, Hamish?
No, I won't say anything more because I may get myself in trouble. But after a push where a player was booked for diving.
Very important that you live life dangerously, Hamish.
Oh,
just like this corner kick. Oh, it's
gone over him.
In the mixer. Northern have dealt with it.
Yes. Got to live life dangerously. Got to live life dangerously. And Northern really looking to get this goal here. They've committed 3 up top here.
Northern piling on the pressure, and he's won it.
He's got a man in the middle.
That's what I mean about that high press, Hamish. You just never know when it's going to pay off.
Yes. He's got, once again, the individual skill wanting to come out here. He's trying to take. Oh, brilliant.
He's got no support here whatsoever, though.
And they're going to get a corner, I believe.
Very well deserved. That was a great breakaway.
Referee's called a corner here, but look, they're setting up for a goal kick here. Good honesty. This is my favourite thing about all football. Fair play. Right there, Northern clearly have kicked that ball out. Referee just unsure, so you have to give the advantage to the attacking team.
Yep.
Northern's gone, hey, no, do you know what? That's actually a goal kick. And now they're going to wait for him to tie his shoelace as well. Brilliant.
Good sportsmanship, especially seeing that from young men as well.
Yep.
It's very good to see, and hopefully they'll bring that up into through their generation as well. And you know, when they get to Premier League or Fletcher Cup, you know, they'll bring that sportsmanship through. So it's promising to see for the generation coming through. So good break though. He's going on it.
But it's not going to have enough.
Northern have got plenty of time though, plenty of time to reset.
And with that fair play, I've got to admit, Football South do a great job promoting that around the clubs. Going around fair play, we're here for the game, and we're here on a Saturday morning, kicking the ball around, having a bit of fun.
Oh, it's definitely an important aspect of the game, Hamish.
Yep.
You know, arguably probably one of the most important things.
Yep.
Without fair play, we might as well just be playing rugby, my friend.
Yes. Now here we go, hot on attack yet again, Grant Sprays. They've got time and space down the wing here, and I'm not talking about Doctor Who, Northern having to be forced to put that out for a corner.
Northern done well to get in front of that though and put it out. They've been looking really dangerous, coming back on the old one-on-ones inside the box.
Now, corner taker here. I'd be putting that up into the heavens here. Keeper's going to have to look up straight to that sun. Sun at the very awkward position for both keepers in this half. No short corner here. Northern's done well to mark that out. Up into the sunlight. Put about penalty spot so the wind will bring it back in.
It's going to be a struggle though going against that wind as well though, Hamish.
Yep. Now great positioning. Oh, you see the wind yet again. It's the natural curl and the wind has pushed that straight out.
Wind has saved the day.
Yep. The referee's done well there to go get that ball.
Anticipated that quite nicely, hasn't he?
Yes.
Timed his run real good.
Yeah. Now, referee actually took up a great position there when he's doing solo refereeing. Up on the goal line, so he's ready to make that 100% call if that ball was to go over the line or not to go over the line. It's a difficult job when you're refereeing by yourself if you don't have linesmen.
Absolutely. So he's doing really well. He's made some great calls, and that
here we go, early shot.
Ball.
Has he chipped him? No, he's not. Keeper's got that covered. Yes, it's a difficult job being the referee. So full credit to all referees that are out here every Saturday morning, if it's a coach, a parent, or just some random that you found in the bus shelter in the morning, out here blowing the whistle and doing it and helping the game.
I think it's really important to remember that, you know, without referees we won't have a game. So big credit to those that volunteer and to those that give their time up on a Saturday morning to help out.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Now in the men's Premier Division today, Tess, there's a big clash happening down at Tonga Park. We've got the top of the table clash. By the time this airs on TV, you'll be able to look up the result. All right, and we'll get back to that in just one moment because Bray's on another attack. Keeper should have that covered though. A big clash down at Tonga Park. The top of the table clash, even Green Island, top of the table, taking on the undefeated Caversham. Now Caversham, undefeated in 24 Premier League games. They haven't lost a game in the Premier League or even drawn a game in the Premier League since 2015.
That is one heck of a record, my friend, and went out and watched them last weekend actually. I think it was Caversham playing Roslyn, and the way that Caversham are able to play out of tight spaces is just unbelievable.
Yes.
I couldn't stop going on about it.
Now the Fleming brothers doing a great job coaching them, Stephen Melk. Now, but not only that, but Green Island, they've truly stepped up this year. A very young squad with Richard Kerbell. Now, last year, near the bottom of the table. This year, just dominating teams, winning games in the last moments. They're going a full 90 minutes.
And that's the thing that I love to see about Premier football as well, is that it always cycles around, I find, Hamish.
Yep.
With teams, they might have a streak, a couple of years streak where, you know, you have some good results, some not so good results,
yep.
And then it might be into that third or fourth year of gelling with a younger side, and all of a sudden you find yourself near the top of the table, which is a fantastic achievement.
And if we want to talk about these two clubs here, Grants Brays. Now, currently in the Fletcher.
That's a
get back to that
great ball through.
Here we go. This is a chance to bring the game back.
Clean dangerous. He's swatted it.
Ziggy brings it. Grab the ball, Northern. It's 3-1.
There we go. This could be the comeback that we are looking for, Hamish, right here.
There goes Grants Brays' clean sheet out the window for that shot. Was as straight as an arrow. What can they produce here now? Now, once again, just getting back to the clubs and like their top sides. So Grants Brace has a side in the Fletcher Cup division. Now, last year, a couple of years prior, not doing the greatest, but Robbie Mitchell, with a young squad there, has done some great work, and they're really starting to come into their own in that Fletcher Cup division. We're actually going to cover one of their games later in the season.
Fantastic.
And it should be great. They're going to be playing Mosgiel on July 15th. Now, Robbie Mitchell really good with that young youth squad, and it's come up through the ranks. Northern, still in the Premier Division. They're not doing the greatest at the moment. Lewis Horton, Football South member, coaching there. A very young coach. So I love that they're giving him the chance and to hopefully develop that team. But their Fletcher Cup side actually got a bit of a victory last week over Roslyn. So you can see some growth within that Northern culture. They've been a dominant side in years past, and they're hoping to come back to that era gone by.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's good to see young players getting an opportunity to make debuts within the Fletcher Cup and also Prem side as well. You've got some young guys out in the Mosgiel team at the moment.
Yep.
I mean, you've got Sean and Rory that have made their Prem
brilliant.
debuts out there, and I'm sure there are a couple of others.
And you've got to give some credit to Craig Whitson there.
Absolutely.
Because it is a chance to take on the young ones and to give them the top level football here in Dunedin. And looking at this grade here, you can see these kids are wanting to fight for it. And he's run out of room there.
Second touch on the truck for the day.
Yes. So they clearly want to play good football, and that's what we're seeing here today. So in the coming years, you never know, you'll be able to see some of these lads in that top division.
Absolutely. That's a great ball through. Can
Here
he
we
finish
go.
it though?
Right foot.
His keeper's done well.
Made himself big. A nice big wall there. Gets himself in behind the ball.
And he's done well to pop that up, but
also, and it's not just the men that are doing well, it's also the women's. Wait a minute, we'll get back to that in a second. Just another hot attack here. Northern unable to clear it. Puts it across the kick. It's off the bar! It's off the bar again! Dear Lord Almighty, we couldn't write the script any better. Now, the women's game today, plenty of action going on there. Roslyn Waikari visiting University B squad, the much improved University B squad.
Absolutely.
The work that Paul Summers done with them has been immaculate this season. So it's going to be a good tough test for Roslyn down at Loke Park. But not only that, we're going to have the newly promoted Green Island side taking on University A side. So that's out at Sunnyvale. Now, University coming off a defeat from Roslyn in the Knockout Cup, but it took to extra time for Roslyn to beat them. So Green Island will be looking to maybe capitalise on a tired team, I would say, but University quality as always. And then tomorrow, Sunday, we've got Tech travelling down to Queenstown, that 4-hour journey down the windy roads to take on Queenstown. Once again, a promoted Queenstown who have pulled off some good victories this year and really are challenging for that title.
Absolutely. Queenstown causing a lot of trouble for the Dunedin based sides this year, especially again going back to looking after the younger players. There's a lot of young girls in that.
Shot from distance, no avail.
Yeah, a lot of young players on that Queenstown side that are getting good exposure against some top level teams and some top level girls from around Otago, which is really good for their development.
And it's good that the older heads in that team for Queenstown are sticking around, helping the young ones learn, and making sure they, if they're thrown into the deep end, that they're going to swim.
Absolutely. So
it's really good in the women's division at the minute that a lot of the young girls are actually getting chances with these top teams. A lot of 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds getting exposure to the top grades.
Throwing down that wing.
And next week, Tess, we're actually going to be covering a girls' game. Now,
fantastic.
Not the Premier grade, but we're going to be travelling down to the 13th grade, and we're going to be watching Roslyn hosting Dunedin Tech, two of the all-girls sides that are up and coming, and it's set to be probably one of our best games of the season.
Cross into the box. There's a shot on goal.
Oh, it's just wide.
Keeper's done well just to make sure he's covered that near post.
Yeah. So we're going to be covering that game there, and it should be an absolute thriller down on Alice Park on the postage stamp, as they call the field.
And full credit to the coaches down there as well, Sandy Gorman and Dan Todd and Tony Van Gorp as well. They've been fantastic.
Coral Seath coming in.
Coral Seath as well. All four of those coaches have been fantastic, making sure those girls are challenged and are still enjoying the game, because well, they're the future that are coming through, and it's fantastic to see that we've got it's a 3 or 4 really strong all girls teams in that grade, which is fantastic for girls and women's development. It's exciting times ahead, considering the fact that
Now that's a great pull across.
Well done.
This was the set up to their first goal. Can they do the same again?
Northern going alone again.
That's a big old toe hack. Now Ziggy, the goal score.
Oh no, he's missed it.
Oh.
And Grant Space straight on the attack again.
Yes. Now, Tessa, with you being the Women's Development Officer for Football South, I've noticed there's been a lot of encouragement for female coaches and people wanting to coach females. What's been the motivation behind that?
Well, we don't have a lot of female coaches down here, and I mean, let alone, to be honest, a lot of any coaches that are qualified within the coaching education system, which is really important. It is really important that we get as many of our coaches through Coach Edge as possible. I guess for myself and you, we've also been on the senior level 2, which we've just recently had 8 girls from the Football South Federation go up to Wellington to complete that senior level 2 female only course, which has been a fantastic opportunity for them. I've spoken to most of them, and they just said it was a fantastic way to I guess help develop our young girls coming through the grades, and it'll be great to see, obviously, those ladies up and coming through, hopefully, the coaching realm. And you never know, in a few years' time, we might have some of those ladies involved in the Southern United Women's League and beyond.
Awesome. That would be awesome. And in order to create good players, they need some help along the way. And in order to have good players, you need good coaches. So I believe it's a great job that Football South has really started to promote that big time. So,
oh no!
It's an own goal! Yes! That's
disaster has striked.
That's probably one of the best advantages I've ever seen there, Bruce. The big handball by Norman, but it's chipped his own goalkeeper. Don't want to have a free kick from the penalty spot.
No good at all.
Oh, jeez. Slice that one. Northern, they need to stay composed now, though. They've been playing some great football.
That's got them right frazzled now. They're going to have to try and get some composure back to maintain control over this game.
Yes. Missed that first time. So 4-1. You're at home. You need to show some fight here, which Northern have really shown in the second half.
Absolutely. They haven't given up the whole game.
Here we go, number 19, the man bun, on the ball. And he's won the team a corner. No, he's going to, I thought he was going to try and keep that in. Corner though. Better to get the corner. Now it's that short wee run up here.
Grant's Bray's done well to get a toe on that.
Numbers on ball. Now, a wee slight change up in the formation for Brays here. They've pushed their central midfielder, Max Davison, up top here. And the man that's got 2 goals there is dropped into the attacking midfield role there. Maybe to win that physical battle.
Be quite interesting.
Here we go,
and
he's going to be on the ball here. Look at this. Max needs to come wide.
Showing some tremendous pace through the middle of the park.
Look at the face. You know he's going fast. Oh!
He's going to go the full way. Is he going to go the whole way? Oh, it's a great save by the goalkeeper.
Oh, unselfish. Plays it back to his man. Oh, Northern, well done here.
And the goalkeeper has dealt with that extremely well.
What a great counter. It's not out of the...
Oh, that's a good nudge. Oh, what a goal.
It's down by the termites. He's keeping it. It's hit the back stanchion.
Now, as a goalkeeper myself, I really feel for Northern's goalkeeper. That's really... There's nothing worse, Hamish, than pulling off a terrific save, only for 10 seconds later to have the ball put in the back in the net regardless. There is nothing more heartbreaking than, my friend.
Full credit there to Brays. They didn't give up on the attack. Yes, the first attack didn't work. They didn't just drop and concede the area. And well done to Northern, though, trying to get the ball out, but they just weren't able to press the ball quick enough for themselves.
Not quite there, and
big slide tackle.
Brays straight back on the attack again. They're not mucking around today, are they, Hamish?
No, they're definitely not. They want goals. They know the cameras are rolling. They want to make the highlight reel.
They're here to play a game of footy. and that's what they've come to do.
They sure have.
And Northern showing a tremendous amount of heart, not giving up. They're still looking to push for an attack. They're still looking for goals.
Yep.
There's still plenty of time on the old clock as well.
And chips the ball forward. Northern, actually, here's a wee interesting one for you. First ever Chatham Cup winners.
Oh, wow.
Yes, back in the day, but donkeys years ago, before your and my time. They won it, but I believe only 4 teams entered that year, but it was one from each region. So pretty hard to travel way back in the day.
Absolutely.
Oh, here we go. Is it the hat? No, it's going to be a corner here.
Did they even have planes back then, Hamish?
No, they
No.
were. If I believe right, when my granddaddy would tell me they had to travel by train, get the old boat across the middle of the islands in order to travel for the game. But Northern, back then, a very dominant side. So, yeah.
Well, obviously worth the trek, and obviously coming away with the win. First ever Chatham Cup win as well. So.
And the most recent Dunedin side to actually win the Chatham Cup is actually Dunedin Tech in 1999 under the watchful eye of Roger Brooks. So that's going back a fair few years now. Since then, Tech has become the closest again, losing out in the final with Mike Fridge coaching. Caversham, who's been the dominant side of Dunedin for many a year, have never made a Chatham Cup final. So it shows how elite that competition is. And
It's a
that
good ball in.
keep
Keeper's
it out.
done well to get something on that.
But some of these young men out here would love to have the chance to play a Chatham Cup in the coming years.
That was a great heel turn.
Yes. That one's hit up into the skies. Who's underneath it? Northern.
First touch, good. They're still showing a lot of fight, Northern. They haven't given up. They've maintained their intensity throughout this whole game.
Tried to thread the needle there to no avail. Just in this time, I'd once again like to thank all our sponsors, Tess, that are bringing us out here every Saturday morning. Once again, couldn't do it without yous. Oh, big collision straight in front of us.
Heard that all the way from Moskill.
Yes, but we've got to. Oh, well, I'll get back to our sponsors in just a second. We'll see how this attack goes. Oi. The pressure's still there, and for this one.
Sorry?
Now we've got a new sponsor who's actually helping us supply a prize for the players of the day today. Now, give me a second to get this full title out. The legendary, hard to find but worth the effort quality second-hand books is come on board this year.
That is
And,
one heck of a title, my
yeah,
friend.
so they're at 20 Dowling Street upstairs. Now they've got the largest collection of second-hand books in the Southern Hemisphere. So it's well worth going down and have a look. Now, no doubt the players of the day will be going down there with their voucher that they'll be getting for there. So, you know.
The name alone raises appeal.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Return of the honesty there by young Sol.
Fantastic.
It's come off him, even though everybody thought there was a goal kick. He did admit that he got a wee touch on that. So good on him. But also, other sponsors, Harroways, coming back yet again. Have to have your Harroways every morning, don't you, Tess? Warm your soul up.
Absolutely, and obviously these guys have had their Harroways this morning. There's been a few going over the crossbar.
Yeah. But also, wait a minute, what a pal! Oh, wrong foot there. We have to also say a big thanks to Oakley's Bathroom Centre. It clearly says in the name that, but they're out here, they're helping us produce this, promoting the local junior and senior football. So many thanks to you, and clearly Football South, allowing us to actually film their games here, and helping us with our grounds, and supplying us you basically, Tess.
Hey, it's our pleasure, Hamish. It's our pleasure indeed.
Absolutely love it. Oh, here we go. He's
It's
really
a great
keen on
cut
this
inside.
Plays it back outside. They've got men on the back here. He needs to get a ball across, so keeper should have that one covered.
Easy.
And don't forget, following our we interviews with the coaches following the game, that we've got that juggling competition. So if we come to your game, you know, I hope you've practiced your juggling, because you may be asked to juggle. Now, the terms and conditions of the test. The competitors will be filmed individually. They'll have a total of 1 minute to do as many juggles as they can. But here's the hard part. They only have one chance to juggle.
Ooh, just
as soon as that ball touches the ground, you're out.
Game over.
I don't care if you only juggled it once. That's it. You're on the leaderboard for one juggle. If you could juggle 100 times inside that minute, good on you. You may be able to win the competition. So 1 minute, one chance, and we're going to be very strict on them rules. So
So are they able to? So in the juggling competition, can they use any means necessary to keep the ball off the ground as long as it's not their hands or their arms?
Yep, anything that's plausible to use during a game of football. So no hands, no arms. Every touch on the ball will count as a juggle. If you catch it, like on your foot or behind your neck, well, I'm sorry, you're just wasting your 1 minute there. Maybe bring it under control for that. There's no harm in that. But yeah.
So no brownie points for tricks, Hamish.
No, do it around the world. Lovely. There's still only one juggle. So here we go. Grant Spray's on the attack again. Plays it across keeper. Gets the foot
done
out.
well.
Trying to play it out. Here we go. Who's on this? Charges in. Big post. Oh, it's up the bar yet again.
Oh, well done, keeper.
What has Max Davison done there?
He's done well to deal with that again. Keeper's having a fantastic game. He's pulled off some worldy saves.
Yes. That's a Tessa Nicol-inspired save there, I tell you that much. Donald Trump would be proud of that wall that he put in front of that goal. Keeping Grant Sprays out.
Oh dear. Keeping Grant Sprays out.
And I'll even make him pay for it.
Oh boy.
Did we nudge
Good.
it? Max Davison can't buy a goal today.
Done well to lay it. Can they get something through? They've got the numbers.
This boy has been amazing for Braves today. Really putting in a good work rate. And it's great to see.
Absolutely. Really come out in this second half, I've found. He's just not stopped.
Dropped into that midfield, trying to win that physical battle that the younger boys weren't able to produce against an older Northern side. Even though they held their own, now Braves have really stepped that little bit further up, haven't they?
I found the physicality as well down that right-hand side too has been really great to see. There's been a couple of clashes and just before as well, bit of an arms battle going on there, which is great. Good to see some friendly competition going on.
Oh, wait a minute, a bit of confusing calls there. They've eventually gone with the throw-in.
Giving both the teams a well-deserved break there for just a few seconds.
Yeah, and we're well and truly into the second half.
Still only 11 men on each side too, isn't it, Hamish?
Yes,
No subs at all?
No subs at all.
They're doing better than what I could, Hamish.
But you've got to remember, Northern are a man down as well, though. Braves fighting for it. Look at that, great muscle. Fair enough. Yep.
Be very interesting to see what the Northern side would be if they had if they've had a full team.
5-1 at the minute. Could they potentially maybe not concede a goal, maybe got an extra goal? But Braves have looked very strong today, so full credit to them as well.
Absolutely. Stringing passes together nicely.
Now I wonder how much time the referee had on at the end of this game for how many times this has gone down by the Botanical Gardens.
Well, it depends how quickly that goalkeeper can cross the road.
Yes. Why did the goalkeeper cross the road?
Well, that is the question that both myself and you are waiting for, but I think it is to get the ball so the game can continue.
So slow down time. Look at that. And the classic, it's gone underneath the car as well. I'm not sure if we could get a camera shot of that, but that used to be the troubles back in the day, wasn't it? When the ball would ever get under the car.
Classic playing street football though.
Yep.
You knew it was game over when you lost the ball over into the neighbour's yard with the ferocious dog, or the ball went underneath the car and didn't have someone small enough to get it out.
Yep. Always the argument, no, you go across and get it. Well, that's game over then.
Again, giving both teams a bit of time just to reset, catch their breath.
Yep. Another game that we've got to look forward to later in the season. Now, the Women's Knockout Cup. There's only 2 Dunedin teams left, Tess. Dunedin Tech, the reigning defending champions, against my team, Roslyn Waikari. Now, wait a minute.
There it is.
Ray's
There's a
tearing it up.
touch and hit.
Oh, he gets a body behind it. He's going to try and chip it off from distance, and he's pushed that one wide. Against Roslyn Waikari, the 2 top Dunedin teams at the minute. And head-to-head, there can only be one winner. Only one team can go on to the next round. Only one team can be in the top 8 in New Zealand. So last year, we had the win over Dunedin Tech in a penalty shootout. And then we just beat University in the Knockout Cup to move on and go to Christchurch. But sadly we didn't make it to the next round. Dunedin Tech obviously going to be out for a bit of revenge. They're having a very good season so far, undefeated so far. And it took us to additional time to beat University this past weekend. So it's set to be an absolute thriller. Dunedin Tech's home game. So we're bringing you some coverage from that. That'll be, I believe, to be the 24th. So just a couple of weeks away.
That's the thing I do appreciate about Chatham and Women's Knockout Cup as well, is that it doesn't matter if you're top of the table, local champion. If you bring your A game on the day and you take that win, that's game over and you advance, and that's just the end of that.
And that's the thing about the beautiful game. You know, it's 90 minutes on the field. Play as hard as you can. Your enemy's on the field, but you know, we have a winner at the end of the day, and anybody can produce the victory.
Absolutely, and it's great to see as well. I guess Dunedin teams starting to form a bit of a bond off the pitch as well, especially leading into Southern United Women's and Men's League too. It's great to see players having a really good connection off the pitch too. So I think it makes for a really good challenge when they do have to face each other on the pitch as well.
It's a good community feel in and around the Football South scene, and as you say, it's to better produce for the Southern United teams. Now yourself, me, myself and yourself. Be involved in that the scene with the Southern. We've seen what they can do and what's needed of them. And if Dunedin is to come together along with the rest of the Football South region, you know, we can really compete on that national stage.
Absolutely, it's about who turns up on the day.
Yep.
And if you can string the most passes together and you can stop the other team from getting possession of the ball, then well,
and it showed. Southern United had that nice wee string of 3 victories. The absolute underdogs of the season, and they produced 3 victories throughout the season, all in a row. So brilliant. Now he's going to have to put this one right into the mixer here. Braves have got numbers.
He's got numbers.
He's gone for the shot. He's chipped the keeper.
Keeper's done well to deal with that again.
Tipping. Bit of a
the
tip.
keeper's really produced some quality saves in the second half.
Yeah, full credit to him. Leading by example. The reason he's wearing that captain's armband. You look at this. The short corner's on, but number 8's read that for Northern.
Shut that down.
He's
Real
still
nice.
played.
He's still played.
He's got to be careful for the offside here, but the men have stayed on the...
What's happened there?
I'm not too sure what's happened there.
May not have gone into play.
Well, it's already in play though, Tess, so that's an interesting goal. Header, ball fell at the back of the old onion bagging. Another goal.
It's done well
6-1. What a header that was. But the question is, could he have done that on a cold and rainy night in Stoke? I do not know, but this team is top quality here today.
Northern looking for the reset.
Coach Ref Bruce out there, absolutely loving this performance by his team here today. There we go, nudges it out there, Phil. Hit the classic hit and hope. That's my style.
Hey, but it could. The hope is alive, Hamish.
Is it? No, keeper's on that one.
Keeper's used his hands. He's done quite well. The distribution is questionable. Distribution is questionable.
He's been watching me and go, oh, penalty ref. No, referee's too far away. He gives the no call signal. Oh, the late tackle there. Megan O'Malley like. Plays it up the line. Here we go. Bro's on attack. Look at the pace. Look at the pace. Plays it to Max. Max Davison puts it on his right.
Well, he had to use those new boots.
Where is this?
Well, he christened them. He's done well to work back.
Yes.
Back in behind the ball.
Just a pity that his left foot
That's
was
a good
painted
touch.
on in that
Great
situation.
touch.
Oh, he's chipped him. He's done him like a dinner.
Done him like a dog's dinner, you could say, Hamish.
Oh, truly. Oh, drew him in there.
Northern's still giving it 110% in the dying minutes of the game.
And this is what football's about. Play for the full time. Go for it all. Score some goals. Both teams scored goals today. It's been a brilliant first day for Oakleys.
That's the thing. You've got to give both teams credit here today. With Northern having a man down and Grants Bray's not having any substitutes.
And a fill-in keeper.
They've absolutely. Both teams have just shown a tremendous amount of spirit, and they. I don't think there has really been in this game so far any points where it's dipped.
No, really
it's been a good set of intensity, and you don't see that very often. It's gone for the nudge. It's still in a dangerous area.
Now make sure you stay tuned following that final whistle, because we're still to interview the coaches. Oh, the way flick on!
Oh, wow.
We're still to interview the keepers. The new juggling competition. So we'll have to get their words. It'll be interesting what the review of the game is and what they believe went well and what did not go so well.
Grants Bray's been looking really dangerous on their corners. It's good to see that they've got a couple of variations, that they're able to play short and long.
Yeah, they scored off that last one with that header after a confusing start to it. Another great one.
It's a good ball.
Oh,
can he get something on it?
City got a hat-trick.
Few too many touches, unfortunately. And now Northern with the breakaway,
but today it's black and yellow, black and yellow. Look at that, the ball into the mixer. Oy, Northern, there's some class.
Done well to shield that out. Good stuff.
Referee in good position to see that there was clearly no foul in that attempt at a tackle. Dave Martin Chambers has just left the arena here. He's happy with his grandkiddies' performance here today in the victory, no doubt.
Looking very cosy and wrapped up on this cold wintry morning.
Oh, big push there,
questionable. Some WWE style wrestling going on.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a great hit.
Don't worry about it.
In the bag.
Oh, dear Lord Almighty.
Turn the lights on. Tuck the kids into bed.
Our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ couldn't have stroked that any better.
I think that is good night.
Yes, that's the final nail in the coffin, I believe. Referee's having a good long look at that watch. He may put this game to rest now.
Waiting for the pain and suffering to end, but Northern...
Max is still asking for the penalty. And that is the game. 7-1. Stay tuned. We're going to go have a word with the coaches and find out the players of the day.
Oakleys is a name that's become synonymous with bathroom excellence. For over 140 years, the team at Oakleys has provided the highest quality bathroom products, plumbing supplies, intelligent advice, and smart service. This commitment continues with Oakleys' new era in showroom innovation, with new products such as the Orajet, the most advanced and invigorating shower experience ever. Come in and visit the team at 46 Timaru Street. Call us on 466-3600 or visit us online.
From rare to the recent, visit the legendary Hard to Find for your quality second-hand books, with the largest stock in New Zealand and a friendly book-loving atmosphere. For good prices, buying or selling, come visit 20 Dowling Street.
Kids, they're the funniest, liveliest people in the world. They need a great energy source, and here it is. Oat singles from Harroway's. There's a delicious choice of flavours for the whole family, including original oat singles for Dad. Oat singles from Harroway's.
Oakley's proud to support the broadcaster off the bar, and proud to support Dunedin junior football.
Right, Bruce, congratulations first
Thanks,
on the
mate.
victory. Pretty hard fought out there, but a really good effort by the team. What's your thoughts on the game?
Well, I thought coming into the game, I thought it was going to be pretty tough with only having 11.
Yep.
Probably good for us. They only had 10 to start with, so we sort of let them, we sort of let them into the game a little bit in the middle. But I was quite proud of the boys, just sort of dug it in for the whole 70 and worked really hard.
Tessa and I were commenting on how composed they were playing out from the back.
Yep.
Is that something that you've been working on at practice?
Well, we often say about our keeper being our 11th player, so you've got to use him. He's not our natural keeper, but I thought he did a great job. But yeah, that's definitely something we work on. Down and around, try and get it out, don't panic too much. We've had a couple of games the last couple of weeks, but this one was much better in the back.
Now, today, I know it's going to be hard to choose a player of the day, but not only are they going to receive some Haraway oats. Now, I've got the piece of paper here. It's a nice long title. The legendary, hard to find, but worth the effort, quality second-hand books. They're going to get a voucher for them. So, were you able to select the player of the day?
It was pretty tough. There were a few guys in the back, obviously, that played really well, like you've said. But I think player of the day easy was our left wing, left mid, who worked really hard, just come back from injury, so he played a great game.
Come on up there, mate. So congratulations, not only some Haraway oats, share them with the old man. A voucher there. What's your thoughts on the game, mate? Look, you got some fans back there, mate.
It was a pretty good game, hard fought.
Yep.
It was hard for them losing, starting with 10 and then losing another player.
But there's some great honesty by both teams out there in terms of corners and goal kicks, so I think that's a really hard fought victory and great spirit of the game. Well done, congratulations.
So a bit of a tough day in the office today.
First day in the office actually.
In the office.
First day for the year, thanks.
Yeah, and thoughts on the first day in the office, my friend?
A 5-minute capitulation at the start. And then they did quite well with ended up with 9 players, so it was 9 on 11, it was 10 on 11 for most of the game, and then 9 on 11. Ziggy went off, he's got a bit of concussion, which is not too good. But
speedy recovery for him.
Well, hopefully, yeah, it's something you don't really want to speed through, probably give him a bit more time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's definitely, they showed a lot of heart today for only having 10 players and then down to 9, and it was a bit of a tough battle out there for them, but they didn't give up.
They were a good little team that they played against, so you're always going to be battling a good team against a team of individuals, and that's it in a nutshell, I guess.
And player of the day today for you?
We're going to give it to Lockie. Lockie, he played out on the right, he played right wing back today, he got into some great positions, obviously didn't quite finish it off, but he found himself into some good positions and he was aggressive and got stuck in, which a lot of them, as you all probably saw, didn't.
Is Lockie still around, is he?
Lockie!
Well done, player of the day today, Lockie. Here
Thanks.
you go, some Haraway's oats for you. Thoughts on the game today as well?
It was a hard game, lots of running, but just one that got away from us.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all right though. Always better for next week, eh?
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Fantastic. Thank you, Lockie.
So we've got Rory from Northern here. Now, the juggling competition, you get to be the first person to do it. Now the rules are, you have 1 minute to do as many juggles as you can, but you only get 1 try. Once that ball hits the ground, you're out. You ready? You've got to start the clock. Begin when you like. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute, we've got to move the shim pad out of the road. Here we go. You can start. 3, 2, 1, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 25! Well done, Rory. Now let's go over to Braze. So I've already explained the rules. We're here with Matt Davison of Grants Braze. Are you ready to accept the challenge? Yeah. All right, so let me get ready. Are you ready? We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, off you go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh, 24! 24, Max! Oh, lucky, mate.
So it's all over here, 7-1, final score. Both teams showing a lot of heart out here today. Hamish, what were your thoughts?
It was a really good game, great honesty, and we've seen the new juggling competition, so some good juggles there. As always, we need to thank our sponsors coming on board this year. Haraway Oats, the legendary, hard to find but worth the effort quality second-hand books, and of course Oakley's. Without you guys we wouldn't be able to do it. So thank you all for tuning in here today, and from the crew and I, see you next week.
Oakley's proud to support the broadcaster off the bar, and proud to support Dunedin junior football.